definitely want to touch on, I'm just about out of time. I want to touch on some spoilers really fast.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when Chris and Tom told you ultimately how it was all going to end?
I was delighted. It was really gratifying, you know, to be told what was going to happen to me was kind of exciting. I loved that scene. To interact with Krieger's knife, you know, that prop from Mission 1, which comes back into Mission 8, and the fact that it is, you know, inserted into me was such an amazing thing. You know, it's like, I remember seeing that in the movies. I remember seeing that knife spiral to the floor. And then it's very, very present in a scene with me and Pom. I'm
very curious. What is it like though? Because you are playing someone very hurt and having to deliver key dialogue.
Yeah.
It's like it's a you scene. Like this is all about you.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, what is it like actually preparing as an actor to deliver these lines where, you know what I mean? You have to make it feel like you're really hurt. And
well, we had a medic on set who was advising me as to how I would behave if my lung was collapsing. And she would come up to me at the end of the take and say, "That's really good. You're doing great. Don't forget, you can't take a breath. You've only got the breath." And, you know, so we had different levels of what we called sweatcon. So like the first section was sweatcon 1, second sweatcon 2, et cetera, et cetera. And, but it was great. And I love Pom's vulnerability in that scene, you know, the fact that she's only used to taking life. She's never, ever had to save anybody before. And it was, you know, Mission is all about so many things. It's about those big stunts. That's what everyone always talks about. But Mission really is about the quiet moments. It's about the character stuff. It's about seeing characters fulfill their destiny, redeem themselves, you know, realize that love is more powerful than hate. You know, that's what is at the center of these movies. And that's the most fun to play. The very last scene of the film, the spoiler, again, everyone don't listen, who's in the room, has all of you guys in London at the square, and you're all going your separate ways. Talk a little bit about that scene specifically, filming it. Mm-hmm. Was it the last thing you filmed? Like, talk a little bit about the emotions, knowing that that's the final scene. It wasn't the last thing we shot. We shot it in Trafalgar Square. It was kind of emotional, you know? I mean, I love the fact that Tom doesn't like to leave the audience feeling like it's the end, even though this is the final reckoning. And even if we never make another Mission Impossible film again, he wants there to be hope. When people leave the cinema, that he wants them to be excited and feel like, oh, you know what? There could be more, you know? And so that was exciting. And that little moment when we all look at each other and there's the promise and that music starts, it's just the best. Yeah, no, it's a great, I was very curious how they were Chris was going to pull it all together. Yeah. And he told me a while ago that he had the scene in mind, but he wasn't sure if it would come together. And he did confirm today that was the scene he imagined. Yeah, and the music as well. I mean, I love the score in this film. He told me yesterday that, because I love the music in the underwater sequence, it's all this kind of baritone, sort of Russian throat singers. And he said he didn't want any orchestration during the underwater stuff because you can't have an orchestra underwater. So all of the music and all of the sound is sort of stuff that is kind of organic, and that throughout the whole film is such a great accompaniment to what you see. I'm going to say thank you for giving me some extra time. You're welcome, bro. And really congrats on being part of a franchise that's going to be remembered for a very long time. Bless your heart. Thank you, man.